Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I'm looking a hot mess, but we are going to do another like redo of one of my past Halloween slash high school project outfits. Hi Kiba. Oh hi. Hello. Do you want to be on camera? Oh, there's my boy. Oh, there's my boy. He's my boy, aren't you? Mwah. Anyway, so please excuse the whitish tint to my hair at the roots. I have some dry shampoo in my hair because I'm gonna end up styling my hair for this. The one that I actually have been using is the Dove dry shampoo. It's the volume and fullness one. Love this stuff. I feel like it works really, really well. So today's look, I'm gonna kind of do like a Sandy from Grease pre and post Danny. So in high school, I did like a school project and my mom made me like a little pink poodle skirt and everything. So I'm gonna do kind of like cute little innocent Sandy, and then I'm going to do like her really cool leather kind of look at the end. Hang on, let me just put him up. He is going to destroy this entire apartment. He actually just went to go like sit in the window, so I'm trusting him. I've never done a video, I've never really done my makeup and just like let him roam, so if he gets too crazy, he's going back up. Okay, I feel like we need to have like the Grease soundtrack in the background of this video. Okay, so basically what my goal is for this video is I'm just gonna do kind of like a neutral, very bare eye, but with like a bright red lip. Doesn't seem too hard. I think this one's gonna be mainly focused on the costume. Okay, so of course I'm starting off with the Anastasia eye primer right here. So fun fact, the skirt that my mom made, the project that it went along with, I was in freshman year of high school. It was for a fashion marketing class, which I could not stand it. I don't know, I guess the teacher and I just, we didn't get along very well, me and my friend and her. So it just was never like a fun time. So we didn't really take it seriously, to be honest. Looking back on it, we didn't really take it seriously because I'm like, it was just an elective. We weren't gonna do anything with like fashion marketing. So we were just like in there hanging out, whatever. Well, we had like a decades project, and each like little pair, you know, obviously we all took different decades. So me and my friend took the 50s because we were like, oh, like we could do things, you know, based off of Grease and stuff, because it was set in like 59 or whatever. So we did not do much preparation for this project. We ended up getting up there and presenting, and like 95% of our project was just videos from Grease. So, you know, but I looked real cool in my little poodle skirt. But I actually do have like a pink ladies jacket. Me and my friends back in high school went as the pink ladies and then the greasers. So I'm also putting this primer under my eyes if you couldn't tell already. Okay, so first things first, I think I'm gonna dip into the Anastasia Subculture Palette. Subculture Palette. And I'm just gonna take the shade Dawn, just this light one right here. All right, so then just on my Morphe M503 brush right here, I'm just going to kind of take some of that and kind of buff it all over the place. Mainly just using that one to kind of like set that eye primer. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna do kind of like my own little twist on this. I'm not trying to, at least in the beginning part, I'm not gonna try too much to look exactly like Sandy, but I am gonna do, I'm gonna do kind of my own little thing here. And I'm actually also going to take my Calo 415 little brush right here that I'm obsessed with. And I'm also going to buff that Dawn shade just kind of like into the crease. I'm just gonna kind of like blend it out here. So then on my Morphe M321 brush right here, I'm gonna take a little bit, I think, of Fudge from the Subculture palette. It's just that brown one right here. And I'm just going to lightly put that like in the crease, but I'm not gonna go like all the way in. I'm just going very simple with this. I'm definitely going to blend that out because I don't want it that dark. Yeah, so we're gonna blend that all the way out. I just went back over that Fudge shade with that Dawn that we initially did. I don't want it too dark. Just doing the same thing to the other side. I'm actually gonna switch to using this one just because I don't want it that dark. And so that is like pretty much all that I'm gonna do as far as like eyeshadow on the top here. So I'm just gonna take my little simple makeup wipe and I'm just going to clean up anything here, and I'm just going to like soft with like soft motions. I'm not doing like a harsh line right here. I'm just gonna kind of buff this upwards so that it doesn't come down too far, because I honestly don't even think I'm gonna do a whole lot on the lower lash line here. Okay, does anyone else think that this was like one of the weirdest parts of this movie though? Beauty School Dropout. Where she's like hanging out in the diner and then suddenly that guy just like floats down and sings to her. Like, I know she's imagining it, but like, I feel like that scene, like the movie was going pretty normal up until that point, and I feel like that scene made it possible for them to do the whole like flying car thing at the end of the movie. If you haven't seen Grease and you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch it. Okay, so now I am going to do a cat eye, and for this one I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Blackest Black gel liner right here, and I'm going to use it on my little brush that I can't find, the Morphe M250-1. Okay, one's down. I'm gonna do the other one off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, liner's done. It's more than likely not 100% perfect on both sides, but it's fine, we're rolling with it. I'm gonna go ahead and take a simple wipe and just kind of clean up like underneath of there. So then for the under part here, like I said, I'm not gonna do a whole lot. I just kind of want it up here and then the bright lip. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Sales from the Anastasia Riviera palette. It's that white shade right there. Only a little bit, because I don't want it to be like super duper white under there. I just want it to be kind of bright. And I'm just gonna make sure that that Anastasia eye primer is not creasing at all before I put that on there. Oh, and I'm just using my Calo brush again, just buffing it under there. I actually think I'm gonna take a little bit of that and just kind of buff it onto this brow bone here too, just to kind of lighten that area. I don't think I want to do like a whole bunch of like shimmery on my eyes. I kind of want to keep it like a matte eye look. I might do some highlighter that is a little bit more, you know, not sparkly, but you know what I mean. But with the eyes, I kind of just want to keep it matte. Okay, so moving on to the face. I'm going to use the NYX Honeydew Me Up primer right here, just to kind of like prime my face. It's a little sticky, so it kind of like holds any like foundation onto it a little bit better. I might have to make Preston watch Grease with me now. I'm just kidding. It's spooky season. It's not time for Grease. I kind of actually want to rewatch all of the Scream movies because I haven't seen them, I feel like, in a few years, and I love those movies so much. All right, so that next I'm going to take my Eve Pearl Cream Concealer. I used this in my Persephone video, and I actually really liked how it turned out. It is a little bit darker than my foundation, but it's okay. We always, you know, I'll bring it back to like the good color. But I'm just going to use a little bit of this, the lighter shade. This is the medium tone. I honestly probably need the light one, but yeah, I'm just gonna use the lighter of the two and just kind of like pat that over these like intense red spots, and just kind of blend around the edges, and then I'll go back over it with like the foundation and everything. That'll bring the color back to like my skin tone. I really want to get some of that NARS cream concealer, obviously in my color, but that Michaela J makeup, I think that's her screen name, on TikTok and Instagram. The way that she covers blemishes with that cream concealer, letting it sit and then going over it with her foundation and like whatever else, like other concealers, is amazing. And this, I mean, obviously like it's too dark, like quite obviously, but when I tried this before, it actually, I mean, it covered like crazy, and I've had such a hard time covering the red spots on my face lately. I don't know if it's just the products that I have had to work with, or like my skin has kind of been behaving more lately, so maybe I'm just out of practice. Okay, so I'm gonna let this kind of like set a little bit so that it doesn't like immediately get pulled off. But the foundation that I'm gonna be using is the Revlon Photo Ready Candid foundation in the shade 120. I've talked about this like a million times on my Instagram. I talked about it in the Persephone video. I love this stuff. It is amazing. I'm just kind of like using a lighter pressure on the sponge when I go back over those spots that had the concealer, because again, I don't want it to kind of mess up any of that concealer that was laid down. So over those spots that are still kind of slightly showing through, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but they are coming through still just a smidge, but it's a heck of a lot better with that Eve Pearl underneath. I am going to use my e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. There's a cat hair on my cheek. I can feel it tickling. I hate when you get itches on your face before you've set your face so you don't want to touch it. Anyway, I'm gonna use my Camo concealer from e.l.f. in the shade Light Sand, just to cover up those few little spots there that are not covered yet. And I'm just using a little concealer brush from e.l.f. Okay, so then I'm like under my eyes just going to cover like these darker circles and kind of like highlight the certain areas here, just using the Revlon Candid concealer, another really amazing product, in the shade 010. I just feel like this whole like Revlon Candid collection is really, really good. I feel like they came out with some that were more like glowy, and I've not tried those ones yet, so I don't know if those are good, but I do know that these ones are really awesome. Okay, so I'm all concealed, foundation, all that good stuff. I also went ahead and set my face with the Revlon Candid loose setting powder in the shade 001. It's not a very interesting step, plus I'm trying to conserve battery, so I just did it off camera. So now I'm gonna do like a little bit of bronzing. I'm not gonna go overboard because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the whole, I don't know, when I think of Sandy, I feel like she has just very like light skin, very blush, you know, that type of a thing. This is just for me personally, I cannot not bronze my face. I'm just using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer right here. And I'm using my big fluffy powder brush from the Vintage Cosmetics. I'm just gonna kind of go around like the outer borders of my forehead and then like my temple right here. And then just kind of like on the edge right here, I'm also gonna grab some of that and just kind of like somewhat contour with it. Again, not going too crazy. Gonna add like a little bit of definition there. And I'm just kind of like patting, I'm not like rubbing a whole lot because I don't want to rub off any of that like the base there. And then just lightly grabbing some of that and just kind of like buffing it along the sides of my nose. I'm not gonna do like a super harsh nose contour. I just want like a little bit of definition there. And then I'm just gonna take my Real Techniques blush brush right here and I'm just gonna kind of like run it over without anything on it. Just kind of buff over all of that bronzer just to help kind of blend everything out. Aw, we finished the soundtrack already. What do we want to listen to now? So then on my little like no-name rose gold blush brush here from TJ Maxx, I'm gonna take a little bit of the MAC blush in Pinch Me, and I'm gonna go ahead and just blush up my face. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on my nose here. I just feel like it like ties the face together. I really like this. So again, just taking my Real Techniques blush brush right here, I'm just going to run it over that blush and kind of just make sure that it's blended together. I'm mainly just kind of going over the top of it to make sure that there's no like harsh lines like through here. Then just on my Morphe M510 brush right here, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my face, and I'm gonna use the MAC Hyper Real Glow Kit right here, like the rose gold one, and I'm gonna use the center shade. And then after that, I just like to take my e.l.f. small tapered brush right here with nothing on it and just kind of like run it over that highlight. I feel like it helps to really like blend it out and make it look a little bit more natural, so it's not just like sitting on your skin. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows and my lashes off camera. If you want a full like in-depth brow tutorial, let me know and I'll film that separately. It just takes a hot second. But I am going to be using the e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel right here first. And then I go in with the Anastasia Dark Brown Brow Pen and just kind of like make some, you know, some good structure to my brows. And then I like to take the little like angled brush. I don't know what this is called, it's rubbed off. It has a spoolie on the end and a little angled end from Anastasia. I'm gonna use this with a little bit of the chocolate shade from TIGI. It's just like an eyeshadow, just real lightly to kind of give it a little bit more of a natural effect. And then I'm gonna clean up around the edges and then like set them basically with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. It's kind of like boy brow. I really like this one. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows, and then I'm actually going to use, which it looks like I did not bring it in here, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara for the first time. I've not tried it yet. I am gonna prime my eyelashes using the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer. I absolutely love this stuff. I talked about it in my Persephone video. It's amazing. So I'm gonna prime my eyelashes with this one, use the Telescopic mascara, and then I'm gonna pop half of my Salon Perfect 614 lashes on right here. And this is the like inner half. So like I'll take a full strip, cut it in half, and then use the inner half on the outer half of my lid. If that makes sense. It kind of just makes the lashes like blend better, and it kind of like gives like a cat eye effect. I'm gonna go ahead and do all of that off camera, and I will be back to do lips. Alrighty guys, so I did my lashes and my brows, all that good stuff. I also added a little bit more of that white Sales shade from the Riviera palette, just on my inner corner here. I just wanted the inner corner to kind of be a little bit more like highlighted. Alright, so I'm doing 2 different lips for this look because obviously I said pre and post Danny Zuko. So I feel like I'm gonna do a gloss, like a pinky gloss first. And for this one, I'm going to use the Rimmel, one of their Stay Glossy lip glosses, in the shade The Future is Pink. I think it's going to be a little bit more see-through than this. I don't think that it's going to be that vibrant, but we'll see. Alright, so here is look number 1, kind of like a softer, it's still pretty vibrant pink, but I feel like it's gonna go with the skirt very well. So yeah, I just kind of diffused the edges of the lip just like with my finger a little bit, just so that there weren't any like harsh lines right yet. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my, I'm gonna fix my hair up in a certain way and then get like the first outfit on, and then I'll be back. Guys, I think I'm killing this one. I am very confident in this one. I have to show you the rest of the outfit now. So here's my pink ladies jacket. Ooh, there's my little poodle. Guys, do you think that I would be allowed into the pink ladies group? I am quite pink. Okay, so now that I've revealed the whole look to you guys, I am going to go ahead and get a bunch of pictures of this look. So make sure to head to Instagram after this, just to like see the final like pictures of everything put together. I just remembered that I never actually like set my face, so I'm just gonna use the MAC Prep and Prime spray. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get pictures of this, and then I will be back to kind of like morph this into the second like part of this look. Alright, pictures are all done. If you want to see how they turned out, head over to my Instagram. My name is down in my bio. You won't be disappointed. I think they turned out real cute. Alright, so now we are going to kind of like switch this over into the end of the movie, Sandy, when she gets like real ticked at Danny, is just trying to like show him up. So pretty much all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change my hair, my outfit, and then my lip. That's kind of like the biggest things I'm gonna change. Okay, so I just feel like there needs to be a red lip. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips first with the Beautique lip liner in Real Red. I wanna say that I got this from Sally's. Lining my lips stresses me out. Okay, so then over top of that, I'm gonna take the NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Cruella and just fill in that line. I would love to have more of these NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencils. Like, they are so comfortable. I cannot wait until, hopefully, fingers crossed, one day we don't have to wear masks anymore, because I would wear this constantly. It literally feels like a chapstick, but it's red. Alright, and because I really feel like this needs to just be a glossy lip, I'm gonna take the Elizabeth Arden Luminous Lip Gloss in, Beautiful Color Luminous Lip Gloss in Red Door Red. I thought it was called Beautiful Color. I was like, that's not a very good name. Oh shoot, it's the Moana soundtrack. Am I the only one with like outrageous playlists? Like, the playlist that I have going right now has like Eminem, it has the Moana soundtrack, it has some Britney Spears. I have a lot of different tastes. No, battery! Alright, so here's the finished look with the lip. I'm gonna go fix my hair, change my earrings. I'll go do all of that and then I'll be back to show you guys. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this so freaking much. Is this who I am now? Is this who I'm about to be? Well, let me just show you everything. I'll kind of like stand back. Okay, I'm so excited with how both of these looks turned out. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go head over and take a bunch of pictures of this look. If you want to see pictures of how both of these looks turned out and like all the edited good stuff, all that, head over to my Instagram. Like I said, my username is down below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This is really fun. I'm having such a good time like redoing all of my old Halloween costumes. If you did like it, make sure to hit that like button down below and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All right, I hope you guys have a great day, great night, whatever time of day it is when you're watching this. And stay tuned for my next look. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.